Maya, okay, seriously, picture this. It's 1942. The world is at war. Steel is super scarce, right? It's like trying to find a quiet spot in a coffee shop on a Saturday. Impossible. And the British military is like, hey, what if we just built an aircraft carrier out of ice?
Wait, what? Like an actual iceberg?
Basically, but better. It was called Project Habakkuk. And I'm not talking about a little raft. This thing was designed to be 600 meters long. To put that in perspective, that's nearly double the size of the biggest modern supercarriers we have today. It was essentially a floating, frozen island with a runway on top.
Okay, hold on. 600 meters. That's like a skyscraper laying on its side in the middle of the Atlantic. But Leo, it's ice. Ice melts. Did they forget that part of science class?
That's the thing. They didn't use just regular ice. They used this stuff called pykrete. It's a mix of 14% wood pulp, basically sawdust, and 86% water, all frozen together. It was named after this guy, Geoffrey Pike, who was this, well, eccentric genius is the polite way to put it. He was like the Q from James Bond, but with way more chaotic energy.
Pykrete sounds like a brand of countertop. So adding sawdust makes it not melt?
It makes it way stronger and slows the melting significantly. It's like, think of a smoothie. If you just have ice cubes in water, they clink around and melt. But if you mix in fibers, it becomes this tough structural block. You could literally machine it like wood or cast it like metal.
Wait, really? You could actually carve a ship out of it?
Yes, and this is the mind-blowing part. It was almost bulletproof. There's this legendary story where Lord Mountbatten, the guy in charge of combined operations, wanted to prove it to the big brass. So he brings a block of regular ice and a block of pykrete into a meeting with high-ranking admirals and generals. He pulls out a pistol and shoots the regular ice. It shatters, obviously.
Right, because it's ice.
Exactly. Then, and this is where it gets wild, he shoots the pykrete. The bullet doesn't break it. It ricochets off the ice, zips around a room like an angry bee, and supposedly grazed the leg of an admiral's trousers before hitting the wall.
Oh, no way. He almost shot an admiral to prove a point about sawdust ice?
Talk about a high-stakes presentation. But it worked. Churchill was obsessed with the idea. He called it a berg ship.
It sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, but I'm still stuck on the floating part. Even if it's tough, wouldn't it eventually just go soft?
You're totally right. That was the creep factor. Not like a weird guy at a party, but plastic flow. Over time, ice slowly sags under its own weight. To stop it from turning into a giant mushy popsicle, they realized they'd need a massive refrigeration plant inside the ship and a complex system of ducts to keep the core at minus 16 Celsius.
Wow. So it's a giant frozen bulletproof refrigerated boat. Honestly, Leo, this is the kind of stuff I love hearing about. It's just so human, you know? Trying to solve a massive problem with sawdust in a dream.
Right? It's that why not mentality.
It really is. And hey, if you're listening and you love these why not moments in history as much as we do, you should totally join the loop. We're here every day, so come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix. We'd love to have you on the porch with us.
Yeah, come hang out. But back to the ice ship, they actually built a prototype. Not the full 600-meter one, but a 1,000-ton model in Patricia Lake, Canada. They used conscientious objectors to build it, but they didn't even tell them what it was. They were just like, hey, go build this weird frozen shed in the lake.
Poor guys. Is it a boat? Is it a freezer? Who knows? So why aren't we seeing ice carriers in the Navy today? What happened?
A few things. One, the cost. It went from 700,000 pounds to over 2.5 million really fast. Two, the mid-Atlantic gap it was supposed to fix, the area where planes couldn't reach U-boats, got closed because we got better long-range planes and permission to use airfields in the Azores.
So technology just outpaced the iceberg.
Exactly. By the time they figured out how to steer a 2 million ton block of ice, which by the way they never really did, the war had changed. The project was shelved in 1943.
It's a bit sad, but also kind of beautiful. It's this monument to crazy enough to work thinking.
Totally. The metal remains of the prototype are actually still at the bottom of Patricia Lake in Alberta. Divers can go down and see the skeleton of the ice ship that never was.
I love that. A little secret at the bottom of a lake. Well, Leo, thanks for bringing the coolest topic yet. Literally.
I see what you did there. See you again, everyone. Stay curious.